I bet I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Don, is this time for another QA? Well, no, it's not. It's better, and I'm going to get to it when I come back. Hey! Roger! Oh, Rocket Chick. Roger! Hello there. What could possibly be better than a QA? I know that's what you're looking for, but I've got something different for you today. I have in my hot little hands here 33 items, okay? 34 items that you can use as a checklist for things that you need to do to get ready to move to Ecuador. This is my checklist that I use. This is not a checklist that you should use. This is only for you to kind of get an idea, okay? To get an idea of what you should prepare for when you're ready to make your move to Ecuador and to retire and move to Ecuador, okay? So I'm going to put that in the description below. It's a disclaimer. This is not to be your checklist because everybody's life is different. Most of these items I came up with, about 2/3 of these items I actually wrote and thought of when I was living in the States and getting ready to come down here. Point number 2 is that these are not in any particular order. The order in which I read these off to you, you can put them in whatever order you want to, okay? But please, don't necessarily think that what I say for number 1 should be the first item on your checklist, okay? So here we go, we're going to get started. And by the way, if you like this channel, please subscribe. You can hit that subscribe button right there. And if you like the video, if you like the content, please give me that thumbs up. And that's like right there too. Okay, and if you ring the bell, which is right there too, then you'll be notified when I post a new video. And I have a new video coming out on Monday, and that will be your next QA. Okay, so here we go. This is the checklist that I used for moving to Ecuador. And I've added some items to this after I got here because I kind of learned about them when it was probably a little bit too late. Number 1, hire an attorney or a facilitator for obtaining your visa. Get that out of the way. Unless you're going to do it yourself, you want to get a professional to help you get your visa. Find one here, whether it's Gringo visas, EcuaAssist here in Manta, Dana Cameron up in Guayaquil, any number of people. As a matter of fact, I'll put their names. I did a video on this before, but I'll put their names and contact information in the description below. Make myself a note of that. Description. And you can start with that. Number 2. Number 2, settle your debt. You don't want to come here in debt, okay? Not even credit card debt. I got rid of all my debt when I came here, okay? But it's, some people may argue that, oh, well, you know, I need it for my credit report and all this stuff. But you know what? Settle your debt and be done with it. You don't want to come here with that burden. Number 3, start selling stuff. Do it early. Don't, I waited until almost too late to sell my guitar. I had a bass guitar and a rig, an amp and everything, and I had to really struggle to get rid of it. And I sold it 2 days before my departure date. If I hadn't sold it, it would have gone to Goodwill, and I would have lost that money. So start selling stuff. Start selling it as soon as you can, and don't chicken out on it. Oh, I need this. I need this. I got to have this. You know, get rid of everything you don't need. Okay. Number 4 kind of goes along with 3. Start donating stuff that you don't need. If you can't sell it, donate it. Take it to Goodwill or Salvation Army or to St. Vincent de Paul's or any other charity that you know that can get a use out of it. Okay, start donating your stuff. Number 5, sell your property. Now, that includes your condo, your house, your car, your motorcycles, your bicycle, everything that I own of significant value. I had to start getting prepared to sell. Get that started early. Now, I know that the real estate business in the United States is very volatile and it's very vibrant right now. And now's a good time to sell because everybody's buying. So now's a good time. Sell your cars and your motorcycles. That's number 6. I sold my car, 2 motorcycles, my bicycle. God, I hate selling my motorcycle. But anyway, That's number six. Sell your cars and motorcycles. Number 7, get fingerprinted and start gathering income documentation. You're going to need this for your visa. I went to an employment verification company in Mesa and got myself fingerprinted. That's how they get your FBI report. It comes off of your fingerprint report. You'll need it. So get that done. Get that done. Your attorney will tell you, or your facilitator will tell you, that that's really going to be the first step after you pay them. Number 8, retire from your job. Now, that's for those of you, obviously, that are planning to retire. There are people that can still come here and work and still work remotely, which, by the way, I'm not going to go into detail about it, but Ecuador now has a new visa called a nomad visa for people who can come here and work for 2 years as a remote digital online employee, and the visa is designed just for that purpose. So, number 9, write a will and emergency instructions that can be discovered upon your death. Everybody needs a will, obviously, and when you get here, especially you single folks, when you get here like myself, I have a document sitting on my refrigerator that states what to do if somebody finds me here in my apartment incapacitated, who to contact, what to do to me if I'm dead. I should just say I don't care what you do, because what am I going to care? But you need to have some kind of instructions, and if you're coming here, have it also translated into Spanish. Okay, that's number 9. Number 10, prepare a what to do if found statement. Doesn't that sound familiar to number 9? What to do if found statement. So number 9, write the will and emergency instructions that can be discovered upon your death. And number 10, I guess they could have all been, those two could have been combined into one point. Okay. Number 11, make arrangements for international banking. Okay, I use Charles Schwab, Wells Fargo, I think Citibank. All these banks are international friendly. A lot of them will reimburse you for your ATM fees that you get here, that you get charged here. Get all that taken care of. I opened up my Schwab account, moved my credit union account. I moved my IRA and everything, my investment accounts and everything over to Schwab, so I could have it all in one place, and it works out great for me. Okay. Number 12, make sure all family and friends know what you're doing. Even Aunt Irma, Aunt Martha, Aunt whoever, let everybody know that you're coming to Ecuador or Panama or wherever you're going. Okay. Make sure everybody in your family knows. It's pretty much a given. Number 13, purchase good quality luggage. Get you a couple good suitcases. I bought a cheap suitcase and it fell apart halfway here. So don't scrimp on that. Buy good quality luggage. You're going to need it. You know what airlines do? Airlines will tear your stuff up. Number 14, purchase the right clothing for the area you're moving to. I came here prepared to live in Cuenca, so I brought all these long sleeve shirts and pants and socks and hats and everything, jackets and all that stuff. And I've been in Manta for the last 7 months. I'm going to Cuenca next week, and I'll get a chance to use this stuff. But here in Manta, I had to buy short sleeve shirts and shorts and tennis shoes and all that kind of stuff. So be sure that you have the right clothing for where you're going. If you're coming to Manta, bring warm weather clothes. It never gets cold here, okay? Bring warm weather clothes, but also bring a light jacket or like a fleece, something like that, or a couple long sleeve shirts, because there will be times where you might need those. And besides, what if you decide to go and visit one of the higher elevation destinations? You'll need that warm weather gear. Number 15, tell your doctors and find out about necessary vaccinations that you need. My doctor told me I didn't need to do anything other than COVID stuff, that was a given. He asked me if I was going to the Amazon. I said no, and so he wasn't concerned about malaria or shots or whatever shots you need for in the jungle. Number 16, pick a date for the move, and believe me, that's going to be hard to do. Pick a date for when it's time to go. Get in your car, get to the airport, get on that airplane, and get your butt here. I don't know why it took me so long to pick a date. You know, you need to pick a date and start looking at airline reservations and all that kind of stuff so that you can make sure you can even get here on that date. So, pick a date. Number 17, close your cell phone account and pick a date after you move. Now, what I mean by that, when I canceled my AT&T account, I set it by termination date to be like 2 weeks after I was arriving here. And then I closed the account online, and I got the phone unlocked, and I brought it with me. And the first thing I did when I got here is I went to Claro and got a SIM card for my phone, and then I just let my account close out. So do that. Pick a date, or close your cell phone account and pick a date for that coincides with after you're here. Okay? Don't cancel your phone before you go. And then 18, which goes right along with that, is unlock your phone. Okay? If you don't know how to unlock your phone, find out. Figure it out. Okay? Maybe I should do a video about it, but now I don't want to. Nobody will probably watch it anyway. So, all right. Number 19, cancel utilities and internet service. In other words, all your utilities at your home. And again, pick a date for after, you know, your arrival here, in case something goes wrong and you can't leave and you don't want to be without power or internet. Number 20, consider what to do about Medicare Part B. For those of you joining Social Security and on Medicare and are paying for Medicare Part B, I canceled mine. I get $149 extra a month because I canceled my Part B, and I guarantee you somebody's going to go in the description and ask me questions about that. And that would be great. Be great for another QA. Number 21, do something about a U.S. address. That's important, folks. If you have access to an address in the United States, by all means, get it, okay? If you have to pay for it, if it's grandma or grandkids or a good friend of yours, somebody you trust, have your mail forwarded to that address, and every once in a while you're going to need that address. Always have a U.S. address. At some point in your life you won't need it anymore, but believe me, for the first year or two that you're here, you're going to need that U.S. address, all right? Number 22, figure out where to keep personal documents that you need to keep, like your birth certificate, important papers. At my U.S. address, I have a little wall safe, and I put that stuff in there, and it's there until such time that I figure I don't need it, and I'll decide what to do then. But figure out a place to keep all your important little things like that, maybe even jewelry and stuff like that. Figure out where you want to keep it, okay? Number 23, put things in storage if needed. I wish I had done this. I could have rented a little 100 by 100 or 100 square foot storage room, and there I could have put some things in it that I would like to have kept. You never know what your decision to make is going to be when you get here. You may get here and not like it and want to go back home, and there may be some things that you might want to keep, and you'll regret that you got rid of them. So get a storage unit. I just thought of something. Did I turn my mic on? I did. Sorry for the interruption. I would have normally taken that out, but as you can see, I didn't. So, sure, there's some entertainment value, the possibility of me forgetting to turn my mic on after I got to step number 24. Jesus, then I had to read all this shit all over again. Okay, number 24. Meet someone online, either through Discord, YouTube, videos, Facebook, etc. It's nice to have a resource here for when you arrive. I was following Million JP. I was a member of Discord, was in constant communication with a lot of people that were already here and that were planning to come here. I've become good friends with some people through that avenue. It's not a bad idea, and because believe me, when you get here, you're going to wish you had somebody here to talk to. I was fortunate. I brought people with me that spoke Spanish, and they helped me. And I didn't, walk into that airport with that deer in the headlights look on my face. I mean, it's nice to have resources here. Mark Bradbury's Friends and Amigos from Manta and Manabi. I'll put a link to his site in the description. Get to know people. Get to know people online. You can contact me. I may not be available for you, but I can help you find somebody, okay? Don't come here totally in the dark alone, okay? Don't do it, folks. I don't care how damn independent you think you are. There's that chance you're going to need somebody when you get here. So make it happen, okay? Number 25, make arrangements for transportation once you're here, like from the airport to your destination. Let's say you're you're coming to Manta, if you fly on American Airlines, you'll probably go from somewhere in the United States to Miami, then Miami to Guayaquil. Well, you need a way from Guayaquil to Manta. I don't recommend renting a car and driving. I don't recommend taking the bus. When you come here for the first time, have a driver pick you up and bring you down here. It's a very minimal investment in safety and security. Call Juan Zambrano. I'll put a link to his contact information in the description. Have yourself some prearranged transportation for getting from the airport in Guayaquil or Quito or wherever to here, okay? Number 20, that was number 25. Number 26, have a plan B in case things don't work out for you and you need to return, like who to stay with, where to go, etc. My plan B was that I would just go back home to the people that came here with me. They literally have a room in their house with my stuff in it, and at least I hope they do. I think they do. But anyway, have a plan B, just in case. I've always been one to say you really shouldn't, if you got your shit together, you don't need a plan B. Plan A should work, right? But, in realistically speaking, you really should have a plan B. Anything could happen. That was number 26. Number 27. Think hard about your expectations and keep them in check. A lot of people come here with high expectations and get knocked upside the head with the reality of culture shock. That happened to me. I got hit hard with culture shock when I came here. And the reason why is because I never really had my expectations in check. All I knew about before I came here was all the good stuff. I didn't know about the speed bumps on the highway. I didn't know about the areas that we would drive through that looked like a war zone. When I left the airport, when I arrived in Guayaquil and spent the night in a hotel, all I saw was the airport and the hotel, nice hotel, Holiday Inn. Spent the night, got up the next morning, all I could see was what's outside the windows. But then when the taxi showed up and picked us up and started driving me and my party to Crucita, the further we went, the more sickly I got to feeling, and was really concerned and worried and wondered, did I make the right decision? So get your expectations in check. And if you need to talk about that, send me an email. I'll be happy to talk with you about it. Number 28, buy some good walking shoes, good quality walking shoes. You're going to need them here. Don't go to a bargain basket somewhere at Kmart or wherever and buy what looks good. Get you some good quality walking shoes by Nike or New Balance or Reebok, okay? Don't scrimp on that. Believe me, you'll thank me later, okay? Number 29, buy a good backpack to carry on board. There are some things that you're going to not want to check through at the airport, obviously. So have a good backpack and one that you can put a lock on. Number 30, open a bank account with Schwab or Wells Fargo or any of the other international friendly banks. Kind of already touched on that, but make sure you have all that in place before you leave, okay? Number 31, make sure your direct deposits are transferred to your new bank account, like Social Security. My Social Security was deposited at my old credit union account. I had to transfer. I'd go online to Social Security and change all that information on my Social Security account and get my direct deposit moved to Charles Schwab, and make sure I got that done before I left. Do that. That should be one of your first priorities. That was number 31. 32, install WhatsApp on your phone and learn how to use it. Everybody, if you're coming to South America, you need WhatsApp. You're going to use WhatsApp for everything here. You're going to contact your doctors with WhatsApp. You're going to order pizza with WhatsApp. You're going to call your friends and family back home on WhatsApp. You're going to call each other here on WhatsApp. Husbands, you're in the bathroom. You need to talk to your wife and she's off in another room. Call her on WhatsApp. You can text and call and do video chatting and send pictures on WhatsApp, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Learn how to use it. Get it on your phone right away. Get it on your phone before you come here. Okay? And if you need help with that, let me know. I'll help you with that too. Number 33, through online resources like Mark Bradbury's Facebook site, that I'll put a link to in the description, from Mark, or let's see, from Mark Bradbury's site, or from me, get a list of the doctors that you may need to get in touch with here. And what I mean by that, this is particularly for you, those of you that have specific medical conditions that, you know, not everybody lives with, like diabetes or something like that. Doctors here are very easy to get a hold of on WhatsApp, and you can contact them and say, hey, I'm coming to Ecuador and I take this medication. Am I going to have any trouble getting it there? Or what do you recommend, you know, that I take? Believe me, they won't charge you. They will be happy to help you because they want to be your doctor when you get here. So find out about that before you leave, okay? You don't want to come to Ecuador and find out that the treatment and medication that you need for your special medical condition is not available. Last item, number 34, find a freight mail forwarding company like USA Valet and sign on with them. You're going to need them. Okay, so you need to find a place that you can use to ship that last minute item to you that you forgot, or you say you cut here and you lose a credit card and you need one mailed to you right away. You're going to need a freight forwarding service to handle that kind of stuff for you. It's a muling service. I did a video on it. There's a video on getting goods shipped from the US to Ecuador. Look online. There's multiple sources of people that will get stuff delivered here to you. Okay, that's it. That's my checklist. That was what I went by when I came here. Again, please read the disclaimer in the description. I'm not responsible for any of this stuff that I'm telling you about. You need to create your own checklist ahead of time so that you are well prepared for when you come here. That's it. So from a beautiful day, as you can see here in Manta, thanks for watching. Olson is reporting or working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs on final visa details, which I think my girlfriend just walked by and she didn't wave at me.